In today's video, I will make a comparison between LoadTeam and Salad, two apps where you can earn passive income on your Windows computer. I will show you around these apps that I reviewed before, withdraw new payments, and we will go through the pros and cons based on my personal experience. Let's start with LoadTeam. I currently have about $12.35 and the minimum withdrawal amount is still $1, so it hasn't changed since I last reviewed this app over 2 years ago. Once you install LoadTeam, you can open up the app by going to the bottom right corner of your screen, click on the arrow, and double-click on LoadTeam. You can see my balance doesn't match exactly what I have on LoadTeam's homepage, so let's reload the page. So now, you can see the account balance matches exactly what's showing in the app. The current calculations per second is about 400 and it changes every second. I will show you in a minute what that means and the potential earnings based on the calculations per second, but first, if you go to File and Performance Tuning, you can adjust how hard LoadTeam works when your computer is being used. By default, it's set to 20% and you can adjust it all the way to 100%, although doing this will definitely slow your computer down. Then you can also adjust how hard LoadTeam works when your computer is idle, meaning when you're not using your computer for more than 10 minutes. By default, this is set to 40%. My calculations per second is still about 400, so let's see what happens if I set this to 100%. Once done, hit OK. You might see the app not responding, but if you wait a few seconds, it should normally respond again. So you can see the calculations per second is now about 1000, more than twice faster than the default settings. In the calculator, you will see your estimated earnings based on the calculations per second. If I set it to 1000, let the app run 24/7 on one computer, they estimate I should earn about 49 cents per month. Now you might think it's not much, and you're right, but if you scroll down, you can see some examples of how much you can earn if you have specific processors, such as the Intel i9 14900K. Adjusting the setting to 80%, it will make about 9,900 calculations per second, and your earnings should be approximately $4.88 per month. At the time of recording, this processor costs about $700, so making less than $5 per month, it would take you about 12 years just to recover the cost of the processor before making any profit. And that's without counting the electricity cost, which is why I only recommend using these types of apps while using your computer. In active computers, you can see I only have it installed on one computer, and you can of course install it on as many computers as you want. In the Earn More section, they mentioned the performance tuning I went through, and everything else I already explained, including the fact that using a large percentage of computer power may cause your computer to become temporarily unresponsive. So basically, if you're going to use your computer, don't set it to 100% if you still want to do things on your computer. Then to earn more, you can also take part in their referral program where you will earn 10% of everything your friends earn. In exchange, the friend you invite will earn 20 cents as a sign-up bonus. I will now withdraw a payment and I want all of it, so you manually need to type how much you want to withdraw from your balance. In my case, $12.35. Below, you need to enter your LoadTeam password. Make sure your PayPal email address is correct, as transfers to PayPal are not reversible. Then withdraw. The transfer was successful, but before showing you my payment proof, I will first go through Salad. I currently have $43.32 on Salad, which is more than enough to withdraw a payment, so I will do that in a few minutes. Just like LoadTeam, Salad sits on the bottom right corner of your screen and works in the background. From there, you can see a current balance, and right below, you will see your estimated earnings for the next 24 hours if you leave the app running. It can initially take a few minutes to show anything, but in my case, before I started recording this video, it was showing my estimated earnings at 2 to 3 cents. If you see a low amount as well, you can go to Performance and hit Configure Hardware, which are basically the settings of Salad. Idle chopping is when you're not using your PC. Salad earns for you by performing resource-intensive jobs. By default, the CPU and GPU are enabled when you're AFK, short for away from keyboard, so basically when you're not using your computer for a few minutes. Elevated permissions allow workloads to run with administrator privileges to unlock more profitability. They recommend enabling this permission if your CPU mine or have a hash rate limited GPU. Basically, if your graphic card is old or integrated, the earnings will be so limited that your main earnings will be through CPU mining, therefore, enabling this option should increase your earnings. In workload types, there are two options. You can configure workload types manually by selecting video streaming, which lets Salad earn from your unused bandwidth, or select adult content workloads. Salad basically serves as a proxy, meaning people who don't have access to certain streaming videos, for example, can use Salad as a service to watch videos using your internet connection. They won't have access to your computer, but they will be using your internet connection to watch videos that are normally restricted in their countries. The other option is to simply let Salad automatically select the best performing workloads for my PC. There are a few more options below that I will let you discover. Back to Salad Store, there are many ways to withdraw once you've earned a certain amount. The minimum withdrawal amount is technically less than 50 cents, but depending on what you withdraw, the minimum will vary. For example, with PayPal, the minimum is $5. I have over $43, but I can't type out the exact amount, so I will have to withdraw $20. I am based in Ireland, so even though I should technically get euros, the cost to get 20 euros is $28, whilst the cost to get $20 is $22.50. As the euro and dollar are worth roughly the same, it is not worth it to get euros in this case, so I will get the $20, which I can then convert in my local currency in PayPal anyway. Although it seems weird that it says buy now, I'm actually redeeming my $20 and I didn't spend any of my own money. I think they should change that to redeem now. And here it says pay with Salad, although I think the wording withdraw with Salad will be more appropriate. The reward is now on its way. I will now pause the recording, then show you my payment proof from both LoadTeam and Salad. I'm back and I received the payments from both apps very quickly. First, LoadTeam paid me instantly, literally seconds after I requested the payment. You can see in my PayPal account that the full amount of $12.35 was transferred. For Salad, it took a bit over 3 hours. The full amount is now in my PayPal account. So now that you see both of these apps are still legit and you get fast payment, let's go through the pros and cons, starting with LoadTeam. The pros, in my opinion, are the following. You get 20 cents as a sign-up bonus when signing up through someone's referral link. The minimum withdrawal amount is only $1. You will get 10% of your referral's earnings. The performance tuning is extremely easy to use, as you just need to adjust whether you want the app to use 0% or up to 100% of your CPU. And the payouts are instant. The cons are that the earnings are quite limited. Even with one of the best CPUs, you can only expect to earn a few dollars per month. The cash out option is extremely limited, as only PayPal is available, meaning if you live in a country where PayPal is not accessible, then you won't be able to withdraw a payment. What you could do though, is use someone else's PayPal email address in your profile and ask that person to give you back the money another way. Now with Salad, the pros are the following. You get twice the earning rate when using a referral link until you earn $4. There's a great range of cash out options, meaning no matter where you live, you should find something that suits you. The earning potential is quite high, but it mostly depends on your PC's performance. The cons are that their referral program is very limited, as you can only earn up to $1 per person you refer. There are no sign-up bonuses, and the fees are quite high when withdrawing via PayPal. Overall, both of these apps have pros and cons. The winner, in my opinion, is Salad for the earning potential and cash out options it offers. You can of course run both apps at the same time on your computer, but then you might not be able to do much, as it will use most of its resources. As always, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and see you next time.